Hello. Okay, so welcome back to Quick Conversations with Megan. I am standing on a picnic table outside the campground because the Wi-Fi is crap. Okay, that doesn't matter. What matters is tonight we have Ashton from Ashton on Adventure with us, and she is going to talk to us about being brave. And you might not be like, being brave? What am I? No, she just traveled to like all sorts of countries by herself as a single female. Men do this all the time. Anthony Bourdain, the dude from the History Channel who like goes on adventures, I can't remember his name right now. Anyways, but women traveling alone, doing badass things by themselves is brave. Hell, going to dinner alone is brave. So, without further ado, let's get Miss Ashton in the screen. Ashton!
Hi, y'all.
Yay! So happy to have you. Okay, so first things first, I want you to tell us what you're up to, where you're at, what's going on.
Okay, so I'm currently, you can't tell by this office, I'm currently living, or I'm at my home base, which for now I call St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I live on a sailboat with my parents, free rent. Holla at your girl. And I work at one of the restaurants here while I'm editing videos from my past 6 months of traveling around the world.
So I feel like everybody wants to know this. How does somebody get to travel the world for 6 months? What does that look like?
So it starts with 10 months of working my butt off and saving. I live in this beautiful paradise and really didn't do a ton because I was working 70-hour weeks at my restaurant, which I love. And I love what I do, but I worked a lot. I saved up as much money as I could. I planned it out. It was a little hard due to COVID. There were some changes. There were some restrictions, all of that. But I just did it. I saved a bunch of money and then I did it. There were no travel hacks. There was no, there wasn't a secret behind it. I just saved.
Yeah, no sponsorship. No, nobody said, I'll pay you to stay at this hotel. Nothing like that.
Not yet, but hit me up.
Yeah, it's coming. We're going to manifest that for you. So to bring this back to yoga, again, I'm always outside with the damn bugs. My hope is that my yogis, my clients, will understand living a life boldly, which to me means living a life bravely. So when you were on week 4, week 5, week 6, month 2, alone in a foreign country, how? I can go to brunch by myself, but like hour 2, I'm like, okay, I'm bored of me. How did you do it?
I should preface, I am naturally an introvert and I'm very good at being alone, which is, there's probably my therapist would say that there's some issues with that, but I'm very good at being alone. But when I did feel like I was having moments of discomfort of being alone, I'd either read a really, really good book. I carried my Kindle all over the world. I'd people watch. People watching is one of my favorites. Or if I got really lonely, I would just text or call someone to have dinner with me, or have that moment. But it definitely helps that I'm already good at kind of being by myself, and I'm good with that. But it definitely takes some getting used to. At first it was really, really exciting. And then there were some moments where I was like, I kind of wish I had someone at dinner with me, but that wasn't the purpose of the trip. So you just kind of have to keep bringing yourself back to why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? And knowing that this is ultimately what's making me happy in the moment. So you just go with it.
I love that. So this idea of the greater plan versus the momentary discomfort.
Yep. You ease into that discomfort. You just got to go through it.
Okay. So the next time we're in chair pose, you just heard it from Ashton. You just got to go through it.
Go through it.
Just go through it. Okay. So real talk. Were there ever any moments when you felt afraid or worried or not safe?
Yes. There was one very, very distinct moment. I I had a few times where I would text my brother, hey, keep an eye on my location. I'm just walking through a neighborhood I've not seen before. It's really dark. London, the tubes weren't running at night. So I wasn't uncomfortable then, but I just said, hey, I'm just going to be safe and have someone watch over me. They have my location. There was one moment in Paris, though. It was my very, very last night. I'm so mad that this happened. We were out on it was just me and all my personalities.
Yeah, me and all of me.
Out on the Champs de Mars. I'd gotten a picnic, brought some wine, just sitting and watching the Eiffel Tower for the last evening I was in Paris. And I noticed there was some really fishy, some men that were just selling beer, selling wine. It's what they do in the parks there. But they asked too many questions. They came by too many times. And then there was also a group of ladies who fit their ethnicity. And I know that women are sometimes utilized with human trafficking. I've done my research on that. And they were circling me a bit too many times. It just didn't feel right. Nothing about it felt right. I immediately texted my mom and said, this is my location. I need you to watch me like a hawk, track me. I'm leaving this park. I'm not comfortable here. I feel like I'm being stalked. I feel like I'm being watched over. So I'm getting out of here. And the moment I left the park, I had an instant ease. I was back to being at peace and in my wonderful, wonderful city of Paris. But I was very glad that I was very aware of my surroundings that night. And also had a secondary person with my location, thankful to technology, that they could watch over me like that. Cause that was the only time where I had that was not the discomfort that you ease into.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Yes. Okay. So trusting your gut, right?
Yes.
Like sometimes you got to sit with it. Sometimes you got to get the fuck out.
Yes.
And that
absolutely.
was a get out moment.
That was a get out moment. Or it was going to turn into a taken moment. And I don't need that movie about me. I don't need that headline.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm going to do a Lifetime movie, I want it to be one with like Christmas elves and like, I don't know, we're saving the elves. I don't know. I don't want the Lifetime movie where like I get murdered. Okay.
Absolutely.
I feel you. I'm picking that up. So when you look at your current life, living on an island, working a job that maybe you're overeducated for, maybe if we're judging from American standards, how do you go bravely into your future?
You got me.
And I'm turning dark. I'm sorry. I was trying to get better Wi-Fi. Now you can't even see me. It's not about me though. It's about you. Go ahead.
Honestly, right now, the answer is just continuing on with the adventure. I'm deciding on my next adventure right now. I'm working and saving towards that next adventure. Of course, with my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to gain those sponsorships so that I can work with companies and show off their beautiful properties and maybe have some help continuing on adventuring and showing people that what's outside of the United States, what's outside of Texas, what's outside of Houston. But right now it's kind of a day-to-day. It's setting a goal and doing whatever you've got to do to get towards that goal. And it's scary because I don't know what it is. It's scary because I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't have anything on the books. I don't have anything of my computer, my photography equipment. That's about all I have that's in my name. I've got a bunch of clothing, but I don't have a car. I don't have a house in my name. I don't have an apartment that I rent. So it's just really doing what scares me and what I want to do. Because if it's my time to go, I do not want to be walking towards the light thinking, man, I wish I'd have done that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
So you're essentially being brave one day at a time.
Yes.
I love that.
One day at a time, one adventure at a time, one hike at a time, just one at a time.
So how can people find you if they want to follow your adventure?
You can find me on Instagram for the daily adventure, is what I call it, at Ashton_on_adventure. You can find me over on YouTube where I post all of my travel vlogs, all of my adventure vlogs. And that's going to be youtube.com/Ashton_on_adventure. Ashton_on_adventure as well. And then I'm on Facebook as well. But if you follow Instagram and YouTube, those are the two big ones that help me out and that I'd love to see you on.
Yay! Well, I so appreciate your time, and I can't wait to see where you boldly go next.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye, y'all.
Bye.